Okay, so hello again. I've just finished eating my cake and now I'm ready to talk. So today, I felt like today I learned, I kind of expressed more than I ever have in the past at therapy. Um, Talked about this budding new thing or whatever with Ian. I don't even want to call it a relationship because it's not yet. Still trying to figure out if I want to go with it. If physical attraction is there, but I'm still trying to figure out whether there's like substance behind it. But like I feel like the most important thing I took away from today's the most important thing I took away from today's session was that I still have to be open-minded because it's only been 3 weeks and 2 days, and there's not that much that I can learn in someone enough to make that kind of decision in that amount of time, especially since he's an introvert and we're both introverts. Like, what can I really expect, you know? So soon, at least. But yeah, and then I talked about how like sheesh. Uh-oh. I talked about how what another like thing that's limiting me from seeing him, like even on the Cinco de Mayo thing, from seeing him is the fact that Grandpa's in the hospital. Oh, I'm already here? Wait. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm not. Damn it. I need to turn around. I think. I can't remember. Let's just see what this light is. I'm pretty sure I need to turn around though. Maybe not. I can't tell. I just know I've seen this place before, but I don't know if this is the right way or not. Shit, man. This is a drop of road though. So maybe I'm good. But is this the right way? Oh, I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Maybe. Oh, okay. Why does this look so weird? Oh my gosh. Maybe I should get to the center. I need to make a U-turn. This is right, yeah. Okay, yeah, because this is, yeah, okay, this is right. This just looks so weird from this way, I don't know. Oh yeah, so another big thing that's affecting, well, basically the biggest thing that's affecting me from seeing him, like, and what prevented me from going out to the Cinco de Mayo thing, or game night, whatever, is because Grandpa's in the hospital, and I'm like, I don't want to make mommy and daddy like stressed out or like negative because they're already stressed. Mommy's already like sad, you know? So why exacerbate that by staying out and then having a reason to yell or whatever? Despite her yelling, I actually care about that. I don't know why, but yeah. And then what prevented me from not telling him that was because when I mentioned he was in the hospital before, he was just like, oh, sorry. And then I told it to Amaris, and she was like, yeah, you know, some people just don't know how to deal with that because they don't, maybe due to past events in their lives. And I was like, yeah, that's so true. But then she was also like, but also it's not wrong for you to expect a kind of response that's like more empathetic, because it's like part of showing, like, empathy is a good trait to have, you know, and it's not, you'll notice it if it's not there. So that's the thing. I hope I'm not, you know, reaching too much, but I mean, I'll try it again and see what he says, I guess. I don't know. I was kind of like, yeah, he forgives me. Not that it should have been that deep, but it's okay. But I don't think it's so much me not coming as it is me not telling him from the beginning, or like trying to tell him earlier on so we could try to work something out such that I would be home sooner. Because had I known like, oh, I'm going to his place at 6, then I would have went to the store earlier, started cooking earlier, be done earlier, so I could actually like do both things. Because when Saturday came, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have so much time, I'm gonna finish by 9 and then I'm gonna be set. And I did finish around 9, but at that time I was like, damn, it's mad late and I still gotta get beat and stuff. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not coming. And I didn't think he was gonna care that much, but apparently he did, because he was like, I got so excited to see you, but you didn't come. And then he was also like, today, you need to work on your communication or whatever. Not like those words, but that message, which I agree with, because I say I value it, and I do, but I don't realize that it goes beyond just, I just have to keep him in mind when I'm making things, and that's a lot. But it's something I want to do if it's going to make us closer. And yeah, so I just need to, and also to avoid the feeling of needing like constant attention and like basically attention, I need to spread myself and spread my energy towards platonic relationships as well. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk to Lord Carson about this. He's about to be the guy again. I mean, that's what I want. He's a good person, and he'll get that, because we talked about it in the past. So yeah, I'm hopeful, and we'll see where it goes. Oh, and then also, I talked about how I told Chama, Bobby, and Chial about Ian. And then Bobby was like, yeah, you should find someone who's more on your wavelength, and someone who's like self-motivated like you are. And I agree with that. But then another part and then I told Amaris again, like, but I told Bobby it was temporary. And I still feel like it's temporary. But, maybe he just needs an extra push. But he has to have that innate sense of wanting to be motivating himself. But yeah, I don't mind giving somebody an extra push if they need it, because everybody needs that from time to time. But like, if you're just gonna be a bum nigga, but I just pray like I didn't choose a bum nigga. Not choose, but become interested in a bum nigga, because that would suck. Oh, and then another big thing in the therapy, we talked about how like I felt like I was settling. And the reason I feel like I'm settling is because I don't think I can get anybody else. And yeah, that's true. And that goes back to self-confidence. And that's like a big thing. Yeah, that goes beyond Ian. That's from youth. And like I told her, one of my biggest challenges in life, developing self-confidence and all of the effects that low self-confidence has on oneself. I feel that every day. It's much better than it was before. It's easier to just not really think about it as much, because I don't really put myself out there in those kind of situations where I'm like testing my self-confidence, I'm not in a position where I'm like out and putting myself in the presence of potential male suitors. So yeah, it's easy. It's probably just been stagnant this whole time because I've never really had to test it. And maybe when I go to DC, yeah, I'll definitely be able to test that out more, because I'll literally be close enough to do that every day if I really wanted to, which is not gonna happen. At least in the beginning. I'll have a lot of time. Yeah. But I don't think Miami is happening because Uche is not going to be able to go because she is dropping out and taking a break and just applying herself. But I'm so happy she's doing this, but I don't want her to just have this initial rush like she always does and then just lose the motivation for it. And then it's like, yeah, I dropped out, but I didn't make any efforts over it. I mean, she sounded serious over text, but I just hope she follows through with it. And I don't know what I can do to help her follow through with it. Maybe I have to help her be more accountable. Does that mean like daily check-ins? Is that being too forward / annoying? But I know I'd like that, you know, for sure. Someone for me to know that someone is there and wants to see me grow and is like literally pushing me to do it. That's one of the best things anybody could ask for, you know? Because I just love her so much and I want her to be the best person she can be. And I know like if this is what she needs, like she's an all or nothing person. If she needs to just have nothing else besides working on PCAT and other stuff that isn't related to school, and she won't have school as like another responsibility, if this can really get her to just change her life around. Maybe she'll even leave Q and realize like I don't even need this. Like, yeah, sure, we've been together for almost 3 years, but if he's not serving you, you have to let him go. And it's so hard. I know. I can't even say I know because I don't, but I can imagine the magnitude of the difficulty that requires, but it's necessary. It's so necessary. It's for her own well-being, and like he has to see her worth. But inshallah, no. By God's grace, everything will work out somehow. May not be today, may not be next week, may not be next year, but in God's time. Yeah. This one should be uploaded soon because this actually had real shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm excited for Ian, and yeah, I just want the best, you know? I want him to be the best. And it's not like as I just said that, I was thinking, well, why? I don't even know this kid from Bob. But I'm the type of person where it's like everybody around me, I want them to be the best version of themselves that they can be. And I know you didn't like wake up and like, oh, I want to be a bank teller. Oh, I didn't even get home yet. I don't want to be a bank teller. I mean, I want to be a bank teller. So I know you need to do what you got. Oh, really make you happy. And it's not like oh, maybe you can't be a soccer star, maybe you can't be a radio star, but at least do something that will make you happy. Not just be okay. I don't want it to be an ultimatum either, like upgrade your life or I'm leaving, or I'm cutting you off, rather. Because that would suck. It has to come from like a mutual moving forward, you know, type of thing. I don't know. I just want the physical touch and kisses and eventually sex to mean something. Yeah, it means something. That's really important. And I feel like that has to happen through being comfortable and sharing everything. But it's like, I don't want to just be your life coach either, but we can like kiki and shit. Yeah, but that's like the number one thing. Cause like, yeah, they feel great. The kisses feel great. The hugs feel great. The feeling of your hard dick feels great. But I want it to mean something in addition to feeling great. Ugh, God. Horny as fuck. Like, I can't. I've just been trying to hold out until I saw him. But nothing happened today. It's cool though, I guess. Just, you know, another night of a blue box. I don't know. Usually when I wait, it'll get, the orgasm is like really intensified. But I feel like this time it may be from a vibrator. But he has never made me come. Maybe one day that'll actually happen. But he hasn't come either, which is shocking. And he's like, oh, I only come from real sex. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? If you don't let your man go, like, spread it. Sorry, that's what I want to say. But will I? Not right now. Just can't. I just. I hope I'm audible throughout this whole thing. Because that would suck. But then again, I'll probably be able to make out what I'm saying. Even with the sound of the car. Wow. It took like 16 minutes to get home. Oh, so tired. Oh yeah, today. Today she all said there was a bug in a bird in the house. I died. I don't know if he's being serious or not, but I'm gonna find out in about 2 minutes when I get out of the car and go inside, and we'll see where Chiel is. Oh, we also talked about fear in the therapy session, and how I feel like mommy and daddy's fear has sold an effect on us, and I'm still trying to like glean out what those are. But I just feel like whenever I have these things, I need to write it down. Because it becomes so difficult to conjure up, which is like, give me an example, which is important, because then it'll be like more concrete to me too, because it's like, oh yeah, it was that time when XYZ. Oh gosh, I gotta call Cam. I gotta FaceTime Cam in like 20 minutes. Shit. I'm about to text, what's his name too? What makes you comfortable? I don't know, I'm just in like that really big, like, not really, and like, I need it now, more like, oh wow, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna go, because I'm tired. But I know the feeling, but it's hard to describe. Bye.